Welcome. Today we're going to be giving you tips and tricks on cleaning a Pilot Vanishing Point, also known as the Pilot Capless. This is a click pen. Very cool. Click fountain pen. Okay, so things that you are going to need. Paper towels, cover your area, Q-tips, a vessel or two of clean water, an empty vessel to put dirty inky water in, and a vessel prepared with a paper towel to rest the nib in. Alright, first we're going to disassemble our pen. Lefty-loosey. We can put this to the side. That never has any ink up there, I find. Alright, we'll put our body over there and we'll just focus on the nib, okay? So first, if there is any ink in there, go ahead and expel it. Now, what I like to do, because I don't want to put this in and get all this water inky, is I use my bulb syringe here. And we are going to go ahead and we're just going to kind of squirt, get some of it out there. And that's going to basically get most of our ink. Now, I'm going to try and unscrew that. There will be a little bit there, so you can put that converter to the side. Now we are set to really go. Okay, another bulb syringe right in there. This is basically how you clean any fountain pen, but I'm going to give you some extra tips here on the vanishing point. Alright, so you're doing that until it basically runs more or less clear. Definitely squirt around here extra, get any excess ink that might be kind of up in that fill hole and everything out of there. And if you want, if there's any staining, you can kind of take a Q-tip and see if you can get anything. So now, this is a nib hack that could work for any nib, by the way. We're putting it in our paper towel, and now I'm going to gently fill up the actual inside with water. And the capillary action is going to go ahead and start draining out and draining that ink. You can already see. Now we're going to look at the converter. I like to get my bulb syringe and just kind of do one of these here. You can get other finer tools like a needle point, syringe, things like that, that you can squirt up there, but I find this is plenty good enough. So we're going to get some of that in and out. Definitely work it around. See how we work it around like that? It really gets any gunk out of that area right there where the mechanism and the assembly are. You can tap it on your paper towel and then push it down on your paper towel, and the capillary action is going to try and pull stuff out too, so that's good. Now, one more thing. Let's go ahead and get this with clean fill here. Alright, so one thing that works really well, you've got to get it down here because often, you know, the fountain pens are carried upside down, so a lot of ink will settle. One way to do that is to just kind of like move till you can get that air bubble up and out. Kind of helps if you do it at a 45-degree angle, or it's not like working right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and tap it gently. And then you see, oh, look at that. See how dark that water was down there? Now we can, yeah, now give that a shake like that. You're also cleaning those, the little ball bearings in there that mix up and stir your ink. So you're also trying to agitate those in the water and clean those too. Now that's pretty good. There we go. You can see the difference now, right? So now there's water on that side and it's much cleaner. So okay, we are moving on to tips and tricks for cleaning this part of your vanishing point. So the first thing I like to do, go ahead, get a Q-tip, and then you're just going to wet it and kind of gently put it right on up there, and that can even stay there for a while. And you can see it gets a lot of gunk out of there. So this is going to take a couple Q-tips a couple times. I'm going to skip ahead and I'm going to show you another thing I like to do. So I'm going to get some clean water in my bulb syringe, and I'm actually going to go ahead and just kind of douse everything in there until the water comes on up. I'm going to give it a second, might agitate it a little bit, and a lot of times you'll find a lot of residual ink has been kind of dried up in there, so this kind of helps get most of that out of there. And let's see how bad this one was. I cleaned this one not too long ago. My last one was really inky. Let's see. That's actually really good. So that's good. I think I cleaned this right before the green, the Birmingham Petroleum. I cleaned this. Okay, yeah, so I cleaned this in this manner in the last week. But if you have not done this in a long time, over a month or 2 or 3, and you've got a vanishing point that you use a lot, go ahead and just like put some water in there, let it rest for a minute or 2, and then this water, when you dump it out, will often be very, very inky. So like I said, I did clean this pen very thoroughly. I should have filmed the other EDC pen that I hadn't cleaned in a long time. Now you can do this as well, and that will kind of often get some ink out and some residual ink. Oh, actually, you can see, since I've done that, there is some ink that was in there that's starting to come out. Not a whole bunch, like I said, that was pretty thoroughly cleaned recently, so I'm not gonna sweat that. That's okay. All right, so the next part that really speeds everything up is you should get yourself a can of compressed air. And this is often used, it's in the electronics departments, cleans keyboards, computers, circuit boards, things like that. But I use it for a myriad of purposes. It is one of the most handy things just to have around. So you're going to want to have like something here to block it, because if inky water does spew out, you don't want it spurting everywhere. So get something kind of like that, and then you're just going to squirt a lot. Short bursts do fine. And that's really going to make sure we don't have any residual moisture in there. Oh, look at that. Oh, you missed it, man. Yeah, here. That just came out of here when I did that. I'll show you again. Let's get some more water in there. That's good. The Q-tip comes out. Okay. Here we go. See if we can get something more. Oh, look at all that. See that? Now, you also want to hit this part right here, because this is a seam, and ink and moisture and water can kind of get out of there too. So look at all that. I'm actually adding more moisture in again, because each time we do this, it's going to clean out some of that old gunked up stuff that's on that trapdoor. The other thing the compressed air helps with is it ensures that there's no little fibers from your Q-tips trapped anywhere. All right, let's try this again. Here we go. Still a ton. Let's get this part too. That's good. Just because this is coming quite a bit, I'm going to do it one more time. That's actually looking pretty clean now. I think we did it. I love compressed air, man. It's good for so many purposes. All right, and there we have it. We have a nice clean assembly here. We've dried it out basically. Now we don't have to let this dry overnight or anything, because I've already just made sure there was no moisture left via the compressed air. So you'll hit the, you'll want to do that as well to the converter. Just hit that, so that way you know there's no kind of leftover residual moisture there. Kind of fun to make the little balls bounce around too. All right, so there we go. Now this is basically ready to put back together, except the nib. Let's double check the nib here. Actually, I got two. I was cleaning my other one. They're both mediums, so it really doesn't matter which goes in which. All right, now the last thing I do here is I'm gonna also hit the nib component with some compressed air to help dry it out too. Ooh, look at all that just came out. Ooh. That was tucked away, hiding in there, huh? It's amazing, all this ink that, you know, you think you've cleaned it and it just keeps going. Here, let's give it another hit with the bulb syringe now. This one is ready to go. I put compressed air in there, so there's not really any moisture to worry about, to speak about. So I'm just going to let the feed dry for a couple minutes or so. Then I think we'll pretty much be ready to rock and roll with that one. So thanks for watching some of these tips and tricks on how to clean your vanishing point extra well. Join us for more tips and tricks soon, whenever I figure something out. Take care, guys. I hope you have a great day.